you lovely lot, and welcome back to my channel. First of all, before we get any further into this video, I just want to say thank you everybody for watching the first video that I posted back. For some reason I had this image in my head that no one's gonna watch it, like I'm gonna have to fight months and months of 10 views or something, but it was not like that at all. So yeah, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving such lovely messages and participating in my nonsense on Insta. You guys truly warm my heart, and it is the best. So if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much, I love you the most. But if you've never seen my face before, hi, thanks for being here, thanks for clicking on the video. My name is Senya Eliza, or Senya Elizabeth. Take your pick, I answer to all of those. And I hope you enjoy the video. Today's video, if I'm honest, was not supposed to be what it is. Because this video was supposed to be me making my dream board. But that footage, I lost parts of it was just like unusable and badly framed, and so that was just like not gonna happen. I scratched the whole thing. And now we are already halfway through Feb right now, and when I was editing this refilm I was like, I don't think anyone's gonna care anymore. And anyway, it's just kind of awkward sitting here and presenting, hey, this is what I made and this is what I dream about and this is what I want my year to look like. You know, I feel like without the making of process, it was kind of like, it felt self-centered in a way. But I don't know, I guess constantly questioning if anybody cares and why would they care is a part of being online. Like, it's a part of the experience, I guess. But yeah, yesterday night I was sitting on my computer and I was all ready to press delete and like be done with this and just accept that I'm not going to be having a video today. But I put up a poll and an overwhelming 100% of you said, post it, we want to see. So if you were one of the voters, thank you. You gave me so much confidence. And therefore, we have a video today. So I hope you enjoy it. I really love watching these like dream board, vision board videos. I feel like it's super nice to see what other people are kind of striving for, and especially if you've got like some similar aspirations, I think it's really nice to like connect with people online that kind of have similar dreams and hopes as you. So if you do have similar aspirations as I do, let me know in the comments, let's chat, I would love to connect with you. And one last thing before we jump into the video, I've been thinking a lot about my YouTube uploading schedule thingy that I have never been quite able to crack before, like what works for me. And I think I've landed on trying one video every other Friday. So I posted my previous video 2 weeks ago today, and now it is Friday 16th or something as I'm filming this, and this is going up just as I finish filming and editing this intro and outro, and that would leave 2 weeks in between videos. And I feel like that could be attainable. So if you are a returning viewer, if you are a subscriber, or if you would like to subscribe, you can be expecting long form videos every 2 weeks. I'm putting it out there, so now I have to hold myself accountable. But yeah, I'm trying to keep these intros short. I just have way too much to say. But I think I've said it all now, so we can just jump straight into the video. If you enjoy, like it. If you feel like it, any interaction is very much appreciated. And yeah, let's jump into it. Behold the Senya Elizabeth 2023 dream board. It's very dark and it's very scattered, kind of like my mental state when I made this. Yeah, that's kind of a joke. Last year wasn't bad by any means. I know I'm acting like it's the worst thing. It wasn't. It really wasn't. You know how people say that you don't burn out because you're doing too much, you burn out because you're not doing enough of what makes your soul happy? That's kind of what I felt like. So last year I really concentrated on taking a break, learning to breathe easy again. And unfortunately, taking a little break and breathing is not a viable financial plan. So these things like taking more dance classes, or, you know, we can forget about that. But yeah, I'll just quickly go through whatever I had here and whether it came true or not. I kind of placed this in sections. So for example, here at the upper corner, we've got a DIY corner. We've got lots of knit sweaters and one dress that's very reminiscent actually of the real lace dress that I made. So that I can say for sure, yes, I did that. I'm really happy about that. I tested a ton, as you saw if you watched my previous video. That's all cool. But then the dance corner. Yeah, I had a membership to my studio for like 4 or 5 months at the beginning of the year. But yeah, when the membership expired and it was time to repurchase, the prices were double. So yeah, we can forget about that. And sure, yes, I could do some tendus and some technique classes at home, but you can't do the leaps. You can't do any of the things that we really love contemporary dance for. So yeah, that kind of fell off. I would have loved to keep going, but unfortunately the circumstances weren't in my favor. And then the rest of this is like just life. I don't know. Nice food. Yeah, we made nice food, but like it didn't look like this. I put like a bunch of pictures of nice hairstyles, meaning I'd prioritize, you know, taking care of myself. How do I say it in a way that doesn't sound really vain? Well, I mean, I want to feel presentable, and if I leave the house or if I just spend a lot of time feeling unpresentable, I feel like it affects my mood. And so therefore I wanted to like take time for me, because I love makeup. I love doing that. It's like an art form for me. So I wanted to prioritize that time that I get to be with just myself, doing those things that make me feel better. So whether it's doing my hair or my makeup or self-care, you know, I wanted to make that a priority. And I feel like towards the end of the year, sure, I did a little bit of that, but that's definitely carrying over to the next board as well. And then there's YouTube. We're not even going to talk about that, because we all know how that went. So yeah, that's definitely carrying over, even though I don't think the actual icon ever made it to the new board. But just know that like it's in my head. I've made a commitment. So overall, I mean, it wasn't the worst, it also wasn't the best, but looking at this, I feel like it definitely doesn't resemble where I am right now. So we shall move on to this year's board. Goodness. That's a beauty. Don't you think? I think so. I really like it. Like, if I had an office, I would frame this. It would be so nice to look at this every day and just kind of be reminded of what we're working toward. So this is my Dreamboard 2024 edition. And this is not sectioned off in any way, really. It's kind of just all scattered around in an aesthetic way. But we'll go through all of it somehow. So first, starting at the very bottom corner, I feel like I've got so many nature pictures this year. So there's just like generic pictures. These are all from like Pinterest. I don't know these places. That's from England for sure. I lived there for a little bit during lockdown actually, which was a very interesting experience. But I feel like being there in like the English countryside, I felt so connected in a way that I've never felt anywhere else. And everywhere you looked, it's just like fields of green and so many farm animals everywhere. It was really a lovely experience, and I kind of crave that connection and kind of rootedness that I had there. So yeah, that's kind of what all the nature pictures resemble for me. This one I love, the dandelion field girly, so coachcore. And like that's where I want my Instagram feed to be in the summer. I love all of that. I currently live in a block of flats. We do have a balcony, which I'm very, very, very grateful for. But I feel like still it's sitting in your balcony. It's not the same as like actually touching grass. So I want to push myself to actually leave the house more often and to be in nature, because you truly get so much energy from just being outside, breathing fresh air. You know, it's good for your health. And kind of in the same line of thought, peacefulness. We have lots of books, people reading books in nature, and that's something I want to do more of as well. I loved to read as a kid, but then I stopped for a long time. I've been getting back to it slowly for like a couple years now. I read Where the Crawdads Sing, and I loved that book. And now I'm reading the Song of Ice and Fire series, and that is a long commitment. I kind of want to break it apart so that I could have smaller books in between those like giant ones, so that I am not like stuck on these books for like another year or two actually, because I've been reading the first book for a year now. and I just can't get through it. I'm kind of struggling, but I am committed. I want to finish the series. What else? Of course, there's crochet and knitting pictures. As I said in my previous video, I want to concentrate more on knitting and kind of diversifying my crafts a little bit. Last year I feel like I did mainly just crochet, but here I've got also, well, of course the knitting pictures, but then sewing. I love sewing. I've made stuff before and I can say that I can sew, but it's definitely something that I want to dive deeper into. So that's on the board. And then a random one, felting. You know those mice ornaments, felt mice ornaments that everybody had in their Christmas trees this year? So cute, but also so expensive. So I kind of thought, well, why not learn to make them myself? We'll see. And then last one on the crafts list, we've got clay works. I've been to a couple workshops in my life and I loved it. And according to the research I've done, clay itself is kind of affordable. So all I would have to figure out is where I could reserve like a slot for one of those ovens, or then try out the air drying clay. So hopefully I'll get around to diving deeper into that as well. You know, your girlie really doesn't need any more hobbies, but I can't help myself. Kind of segueing off of the crafts, but also kind of not. This one's a little bit of a cheat. I've got pictures of Miss Taylor Allison Swift because we are going to Eras with my friend, and it's kind of a cheat because I know it's gonna happen, but of course I had to go on the board because I'm so excited, honestly. And the reason why it's kind of a segue from the crafts is because of course I'm gonna have to make a costume. And I had a poll up on my Instagram a little while ago to ask you guys what you think I should make. And the Lover Barbie bodysuit won the poll. So yeah, prepare to be sick of me. If you want to see that whole process, you better believe it's gonna be all over this channel and like pretty much all of my socials. So yeah. I'm terrified to even think about how long it's going to take me to make that. But we're committed. I've decided. It just has to be done. I don't think there's any other event ever where I could wear something like that, so I'm equally terrified and excited. But about the concert, just excited. What else? I think there are pictures of traveling. These are kind of more long-term because I've got lots and lots of destinations here. There's the classic ones like Italy, Spain. I've got pictures of like African safaris here. And then this one is special actually. This beautiful mountainside is from Norway, from a place called Senja. And obviously that's my namesake, so I have to go. Definitely a bucket list destination. Then more long-term goals, I've got a couple homey things. There's this random floor plan of a house and a picture of keys and some nice large backyards, which it's gonna take a minute before we can afford a house with a backyard. Those are expensive, but it's a long-term goal. And these pictures actually have a double meaning because if you didn't know, I am going to be an interior architect by profession. I am studying on my third year and I will be graduating next year around this time, or well, in like a couple months next year. So yeah, these are also kind of manifesting me figuring out where my place is within my field, because there are so many things that I could do and that I could maybe want to do, and I'm just kind of still figuring out where I fit and what I actually want to do with my degree. So yeah, here's to figuring that out. There are some pictures of just girl groups, just overall friend groups. I love my friends. I've got some amazing friends, but I feel like it's been a long time since I've been a part of like a very like a core friend group. It's just something very beautiful about having a group of friends where there's just like silent knowledge, like things are understood without having to spell them out or say a word between all the people in the group. You know, that kind of like Sex in the City girls group where you know that you're all going to be there for each other, everybody. And I know the older you get, it gets trickier to make friends, but I refuse to believe that those kinds of friend groups have to die just because we're out of high school. So yeah, I don't really know like specifically what I'm saying with these pictures. I just know that I kind of crave that like bond and maybe I'm saying I want to put myself out there more because I know I'm a hermit. So yeah, maybe I'm just saying, get out there, girly. There's nice people that you could be with. And then I've got very similar pictures of couples. And now this is not to say that, oh, I need to put myself out there and get a relationship. I have a relationship. Don't you worry. If you know me personally, that situation hasn't changed. I've been in this relationship for 8.5 years. And I see you doing the math. Yes, we were babies. I was like 14 when we started officially dating. So it's been a hot minute. But yeah, these pictures are there just because my relationship is a priority. And these pictures are a reminder that we need to prioritize the things that are important to us, and my relationship definitely is important to me. I kind of feel like a meteorologist, kind of pointing these pictures out like this. You know what? Yeah, that's better. Now I feel like a teacher. But class in session. Okay, we're almost at the end, you guys. Of course, if you know me, you know I love a good quote. Like 2013, you know, like girly was dramatic. I was all over that like Tumblr quotes space. But yeah, you know, once a quote's girly, you're always a quotes girly. And I've definitely gathered some nice ones here. Most of these are just like manifesting healthy life, you know, calmness of mind and healthiness of body, peace of mind, that sort of thing. But I think my favorite is the one on the top. A lot can happen in a year. It's a good thing to remember if you just get out of bed, get to work. A lot can happen in a year. Lastly, I think we've got some self-care, healthy foods. I really want to eat more plant-based. A cheeky little picture of jars of money and a sourdough bread. This is so coachcore homesteady of me. But yeah, that is going on my list of things that I want to learn to do this year. I want to learn to bake bread. Unfortunately, I haven't really figured that out yet, how I'm going to do that, because I don't have like a bread maker or any of those things that you would need to bake the bread, and the DIY methods just like scare me. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I really would want to learn just to bake the bread, but also those beautiful like flower motifs that people like decorate the bread with, or like the painted sourdoughs. They're so pretty, so up my alley. Have I forgotten anything? Well, yeah, then there's pictures of like people working out and kind of like gymnastics dance vibes. When I was younger, on like every vacation that we went to, I took so many pictures like this on the beach doing like some crazy leaps or whatever. And I kind of want to get back to that in the sense of like taking care of my physical health better. I feel like last year was the year of, as I said, taking a break and breathing. And this year I want to focus on like gentle discipline and take a holistic approach to health. I don't want to lose the kind of peace that I gained living a little slower. But on top of that, I want to add like a little physical strength and more flexibility. And training dance would be the perfect combination of all of these things for me. Right, okay, I think we've reached the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If there's anything on my board that could also go on your vision board, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to connect with you. And also, if any of you are coming to Stockholm, let me know. I want to find people to trade bracelets with. I've made a ton, and I will still keep making more. So if you're coming, let me know. I'd love to trade. But yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'll see you in 2 weeks, hopefully, if I'm able to keep up my 2-week uploading schedule. And yeah, I hope you're all doing good and have a lovely weekend. Bye.